So peace unto you again for some new faces and some faces that came back. My name is Nadiie Black of Seek. Very, very grateful to be here, offering some wisdom, words of information, peace, and love. And as you see, this is what we are going to be discussing moving forward. This is the Secrets of the Soul, meaning we're dropping in for about 20, 30 minutes. If you have any questions, say the questions in the comments and we shall get to them if we understand that they are servicing all. Your ancestors, they love you so much so that they're asking you to understand that the respect that you gave is the respect that they give. Understand these three things moving forward. We have discipline, all right? Understand discipline, understand decisions and discipline. Decisions and discipline. We said DVD and another one. We have vision. Source is ever so flowing. So things shall be swiftly moving. But discipline, decisions, and vision. The DVD has now switched and flowed into something else. We love it. But understanding that when it pertains to ancestral healing or going back into ancestral decisions, the thing is, we low-key don't even want to say the T word because that might have been one of the reasons why the live was restricted. But what we will say in the introduction is this. People have an idea of where they come from. We see we're getting into it now. People have an idea where they come from. Humans are selfish, narcissistic, egomaniacs. It's not like you're here to help the community. Humans are selfish, narcissistic, egomaniacs. It's not like you're here to help the community. Well, not all humans are like that. For Pamela, that seems to be a projection of what you created in your own reality. For reality is based upon perception. And what you see is what you are. So be very careful of what you state is in your own perceptions. For it's a divine law, what you see is what you are. If you see someone that's ugly and you claim that verbiage for self, then you claim that verbiage for self. You have now judged yourself. Judge another, you judge yourself. Judge humanity, you judge yourself. You're a part of humanity. You're a human as well. Therefore, the statements you say apply to you. Understand that as it pertains to our own perceptions, when you view things through the eyes of source, love, then you understand that all shall be experienced through that which is love, peace, source. It's very simple. People over-complexualize life in ways that serve not. One who says humanity as a whole is of disarray, of pains, of illusions, of ego, of this, of that, haven't experienced a human who actually dedicated their lives to this peace, to this love, to this light. So is that a fault on humanity, or is that a fault on you because you didn't go out and meet new people? It's like the golden saying when someone bashes an entire gender because their relationship history have been terrible. When women say, oh, men are all terrible, and when men say, oh, women are all terrible, it's because you just experienced a handful. That energy translates into many, many things. It's like America when, quote unquote Muslims did quote unquote things and now all Muslims are bad. What? That doesn't make sense. All doesn't represent the choices and actions of 1, 2, or 3, or just a handful. So really change the verbiage that we utilize as it pertains to especially humanity. So, whether Pamela is here or whether Pamela left, be very careful with what you say, because all you're going to do is essentially ask source and all of the spirit guides to say, listen, Make my life as traumatic, as egotistical, and all those terrible words that you used. Because that's what you're asking for. Because if it didn't matter, you wouldn't have put energy into it. And it actually rolls into how to heal the energy of the ancestors. Well, first, to heal anything, let's get our foot grounded. And let's bring this back a little bit. There we go. To heal anything, I like this here. You have to know it doesn't need to be healed. Again, because that may have flew over some people's heads. In order for you to heal, if you want to be a miracle worker, if you want to be a light worker, if you want to align yourself with any form of healing, you have to understand that nothing needs to be healed, for all is source. Even Yeshua, the Christ conscious master, as some say, he understood he healed nobody. All he did was guide you to understanding the eyes of God, the glasses of God, God's goggles, right? If you put on the eyes of God, you see yourself as one who is abundant. That is an actual fact, for source sees you as one who is abundant. Therefore, if you have a missing arm, a missing leg, a missing ear, or whatever, if you have a cold heart, if you have any issues going on, what you perceive as issues, the moment you see yourself as source sees you, all the issues are gone and they are alleviated, period, instantaneously. So you must understand these concepts. There's 3 words, all right, these 3 frequencies, all right? We done shifted it up from the first iteration. Decision, vision, and discipline. DVD. Decision, vision, and discipline. These 3 frequencies will assist you. These 3 frequencies will assist you as it pertains to healing ancestral energy. How? Decision. You have to make a decision. Utilize your discernment. Make a clear, conscious choice in order to align yourself with that which will be fruitful in terms of your lineage. Well, your lineage. What is ancestors? What is that which is ancestral? It's far beyond just the 400 years you go back into when you do the little, research, when you spit in the little cube and you take it to the science and they say this and they say that. It's far beyond that. For people, they have a lot, especially the ones that say they work on ancestral healing. They have a lot on the table still because they were only focused on the ancestors of Earth. Well, what about the times where you wasn't on Earth? What about your lifetimes where you wasn't here? Do those lifetimes and do those families that you were incarnated in, they just disappear? No. So when you position yourself into ancestral healing, well, you must know, 1, shift your perception on what healing actually is. All healing is shifting your perception of it. That's all healing is. Shifting your perception of it. The it is whatever you're experiencing in your reality. If you shift your perspective on what you're experiencing in your reality, in terms of my eyes have the power, not the actions that I produce. My eyes have the power, not the actions I produce. If you look through the lens of source, you are able and capable of being the most powerful miracle worker, period. There are miracle workers with no arms and no legs. All they have is their eyes and their will. And they heal far more people than with everything attached to the body. Why? It's because we're moving into experience on Earth, moving forward, and in the realms of the beyond, where what's in your mental shall be reflected as action. What's in your mental shall be reflected as action. So if you're responsible here, perfect. If you're irresponsible here, you're going to have a hard time being a being on Earth. Because what's in your mentality matters. Even science already proved that thoughts are outside of yourself. They have this machine where they can put on your head and they see energy around you. They utilize the same terminologies and ways of philosophy that guided them to understand the aura sphere. And this is all scientifically proven. You just type in science aura, there'll be like a diagram of a humanoid type figure with all of this color around them, and they explain what each aura field is. All of these things can be scientifically proven. You just look it up. Remember, we say make things make sense logically and make things make sense spiritually, because we're in the fourth dimension. So it's not like the third dimension where science and all of this stuff isn't going to be able to catch up. Science, they know what's going on and they know how to catch up to that which is the light, that which is spirituality, but they stop. And that's where we come in with our metaphysics, with our spiritual information, with our, secrets of the soul. And that's where we continue it. For example, science understood that God exists. How do we know God exists? This is all science. They said this universe is perfectly built for creation. It is so not possible to have every single thing interact with each other in terms of creation. The birds, assist with this. The cow manure assists with this. Our breath assists with the trees assist with this. This assists with that. They're all in unison, flowing with one another. That is by design. That is of someone's construction. For science understands that when you flip a coin, it's not always going to land on heads. So if we're in a universe where you're flipping the coin and it's only landing on one side, that means someone is deliberately making sure it lands on that side and not the other. Therefore, this universe has a creator. They didn't say that part. What they said was, this universe has been constructed. Well, if the universe has been constructed, it has a creator. You see how science tells us certain things without telling us certain things? They won't outright say the universe has a creator, but what they will say is the universe is of a specific construction. So, what we understand with this is, all right, there are far more than what we experience in this physical reality. The whole universe was created by the creator and we experience all these beautiful things from the creator. What we must know is this little aspect of our lives, our consciousness on earth is not the end all be all of our existence. Therefore, the ones that choose to move forth towards that which is ancestral healing, what you must know is go back to the source. People talk about, peace unto you, modern mama. People talk about, oh, where do I come from? Like, if you book a session with me, when I clearly say, ask anything, well, I literally mean ask anything. We can do memory regression, ancestral healing. We can do anything. Teach you how to astral project, teach you how to do all of these, beautiful gifts, teach you how to be a miracle worker. Just book a session with me. Yes, we can do these things. But as it pertains to going into your other lifetimes, what you must know about that is we'll meet you where you are. Say you click the link in my bio, click book a session, and you say, because a part of booking a session is you have to email me what you want and description so I can prepare for it. Let's say you want to learn about your past lifetime or your last 3 past lifetimes, right? We would tell you, but what we will also slip in is, you come from God, right? All of us come from source. So if you want to talk about lifetimes and past lifetimes and stuff, and you want to know about how to heal past lifetimes and all of this, and how to deal with it, go all the way back. See, people have this notion that, oh, the moment I find a lifetime where I'm a Native American, oh yeah, I'm done. No more ancestral work. What? Keep going back. Go to where you're leaving Earth. Like when you book a session with me, and you specifically say something of the sort of healing ancestral energy, or wanting to learn about past lives, when you book a session, when you click the link in the bio and you book a session with me, we're not just going to past life number 1, 2, and 3, not the most recent ones. We're going all the way back before you came on Earth, the Pleiadians, the Sirius star system. We're talking about the nameless ones. We're talking about the Council of 9, Council of 12, and then we're going back even further than that until you go back home to Source, until you go back home to God. This is what QHHT masters utilize. When they bring your subconsciousness to the somnumistic level, we know how to do this without utilizing the QHHT sessions. You bring your consciousness to the somnumistic level through the QHHT sessions, and you bring yourself all the way back to where you first incarnated, period. That's where we all have to go to. That's actually one of the shortcuts, if you will, to healing ancestral energy. If you go all the way back to Source, A.K.A. God, before you incarnated, guess what? When you are in God, or what we call God's domain, because when you go all the way back to God, it's Very, 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 very beautiful. But even if you go just to God's domain, the place right before you transition, you know, in the movie Soul in Disney, the movie Soul, where all the souls were lined up and they were going into the light, they all was lined up, right? That area, that environment that they was in, that's called God's domain. How do I know? I astral project every single night. Last night, I got some stories for you. Very, very interesting. Freed my whole family from the shadow realm. Now, that realm is called the God's domain. I astral projected there one time, right? All I asked before I incarnate, because what you must understand about your energy centers is it's not just chakras, right? You have multiple energy centers, and all of them are portals and gateways. Gateways. That's why certain government projects is called the Gateway Project, and it has to do with certain spiritual things like astral projection. Because gateways are inside of you. And when you live a life of a particular frequency, all you have to do is live 1 month not being a butthead. If you live 1 month with not being a butthead, your frequency changes. And then you can go into your gateways if you so choose to astral project. So as you're in the process of astral projecting, you've been relaxing for about 20, 30 to an hour. You disconnected your eyes, because one of the main reasons why people don't astral project or lucid dream is because their eye muscles are still moving. How do you disconnect your eyes? You visualize specific experiences that you had in life. If you like to take a walk, visualize yourself walking and your eyes will suddenly stop. It's because you're not utilizing the two eyes. You're utilizing your mind's eye to see. When you stand in that for a long period of time, your body will start vibrating, ears will start ringing, and then you'll astral project. Well, when your ears are starting to ring, you make a clear intention to focus upon one of your gateways and say, by my name, always say by my name, for you're affirming your own spiritual rank. You're putting your stamp on it. You say, by my name, I affirm to go to a realm that aligns with my frequency. This is extremely, extremely important. The reason why we say integrate and live a life of love is because that's what the realms of the beyond are going to pay attention to when you go to astral project or you go to experience anything in the realms of the beyond. You can't say, I want to experience this if you aren't living that way. So when you go to astral project or go to any particular realm or want to create a portal to a particular place, what serves for you to say is, all right, I lived a life of love for about a month or about a lifetime, and guide me by my name to go to a realm that matches my frequency. Don't say, I want to go to the third dimension. I don't want to go to this dimension. I don't want to go to this dimension. We have the ego coming forth inside of Dev. And what we do is we affirmingly love, you completely, Dev. Bro, you can't do that. No, it's not I can't do that. It's you can't do that. For there are a plethora of stories about people astral projecting. If you astral project, you will understand that the ringing that's coming from your ears in astral projection, that's like telling a master in something. That's like telling a master in cooking how to cook. I'm a master in astral projecting, for I do it every single night. You have gateways within you. The ringing in your ears is not coming from your ears, it's coming from your mind's eye. Your mind's eye is the connection, the communication through all that is. So, when you understand this, you can understand that when you astral project, you go into particular realms. If you astral project and you don't see your physical body, that means your light body and your physical body resonate at two different frequencies. When you understand astral projection, you understand that the moment I come out of my physical body, I have to enter a portal to go into a new dimension. The only way you go into a new dimension is by entering a portal. And that's why we said if you don't see your body when you astral project, you're in a different dimension. Therefore, you walk through a portal. Because if you astral projected and seen your body, you're in the same dimension. Well, if you don't see your physical body laying down, you're in a different dimension. Therefore, you walk through a portal. I mean, it's just pretty much common sense. And Dev, we understand you don't know how to astral project, but just because you haven't experienced it in your life, or if you studied upon it and you don't know fully what's going on, it serves not for you to judge a master of anything. If you don't understand something, ask a question. See, it's the ego that gets in the way that says, oh, this is stupid, this is stupid, this is dumb, this is dumb. Oh, you can't do this, you can't do that. Who is the you that's saying you can't? Because I can guarantee you, if it's your God mind, your God mind is not saying you can't do anything. Your God mind is saying you can do anything. But if it's your ego mind, your ego's mind is limiting you. All you have to do, Dev, and I'm not going to go back and forth with you. I'm going to meet you where you are. All you have to do is DM me, and I'll give you the government classified documents. The government classified documents of astral projecting and how they teach their military operatives astral projection. And then you can get the proof and all the scientific words that you want to use. And you can literally see the government document. And it's on the government website, the .gov. You can see them utilize the same verbiage and terminology we're utilizing. Oh, snaps, Nadiie was right. Why did you need a scientist to tell you? When I master, I do this every single night. But if that's what you want, Dev, DM me. I'll give you the document. Because I know you didn't get the document. I could give you the document where, and this is for anybody as well, and you can see clearly they break down each aspect of your brain, why the brain does this, why you're able to do this, why you're able to do this, why you're able to do that, and it teaches you how to astral project. It tells you all the terms. And then when you get all the terms and you say, oh yeah, Nadiie was right. Nadiie was right. Then you move, and with astral projection, you relax. And astral projection isn't just something that you do, one time. I astral projected on my first try because I've been doing it since I was 7. So when I first chose to do it in a commanding way, when I chose to astral project on command at the age of 13, and someone by the name of Ryan Cropper. If you also, and I cite all my sources, I've been astral projecting since I was 13, or since I was 7, but on command when I was 13, and I watched a video when I was 13 of Ryan Cropper, how to astral project. His technique, the first technique I watched, Ryan Cropper, astral projected the same night, and I understood. I started practicing it. And I was like, all right, I know how to do Ryan's technique. Let me do my own technique. Because remember, God is limitless. So there is nothing that God can't do. Nothing that God can't do. Understand that. So, yes, that's exactly how astral projection works. Bro, that's not possible. Death. Don't allow your ego to get in the way. Just DM me. I'll see you the documents. It's like everybody, send love and light to Dev so we can move forward with this. Everybody send love and light to Dev because his ego is trying to bring his soul back and not knowing the truth. Because I literally said I would send you all the documents from the government, and I'll send you a video of when I learned from my old master. Talk about it's not possible. Yet you're scared to get the information because you're scared to see it is possible. See, anybody that be like it's not possible when you have the truth, they're just scared that it might be possible. And when they do astral project on accident, on purpose, they'll realize, oh snap, my entire life was a lie. This is why in our Secrets of the Soul, remember, all of this is for healing the ancestral energy. All of this is deconstructing this idea of limitation. Remember, discipline, vision, and decision. You have to make a decision to move forth in healing your ancestral energy. You have to be disciplined in it. You have to have the vision. You have to have the vision, not division, the vision to move forth and see the ending result of everything already being so and healed. So don't send bashing statements to anyone that don't get it or anyone that, hates, or if anybody brings forth anything other than love in your life, just be like, all right, let me meet you where you are. Like Dev, when we speak to Dev, we're not talking to that particular person. All he does is represent an archetype, because the fact that he's still in here lets us know that his soul sees some value in it. Because as I said before, if someone was pouring, this is something that's for all of you, right? If someone was pouring boiling hot water on you, all right? If someone was pouring boiling hot water on your hand, type in the comments what you're going to do, y'all. If someone is pouring boiling hot water on your hand, what will you do in the comments? Are you going to stay there or are you going to move? If someone is pouring boiling hot water on your hands, are you going to stay there and take it, or are you going to move? Type in the comments which one you're going to do, y'all. Type in the comments what you're going to do, y'all. You gonna stay there or you gonna move out the way? You wouldn't exactly. You wouldn't move. That translates into this. If someone, quote unquote, says they don't like what we got to say, hate what you got, it goes for all of you. Someone hates you, or someone saying you're stupid, or someone is doing all of this. If you're in a toxic relationship with any particular person, but they're still here and they haven't left, obviously your soul sees some value in me. So the archetype of what Dev is what we're speaking to. Because obviously, if you truly didn't believe what we had to say, archetype of Dev, you would have just left. But you stay. That's your soul. So we applaud your soul for staying. All we say is put your ego in check. Because we have the proof to give you, yet you still deny it. So now, that's between you and God. That's not Nadiie and you. That's you and God. Let's get into these comments a little real quick. How do we deal with our ego? This is from someone with a bow tie as an emoji. Because mine is getting out of hand. Bow tie emoji. We got something very beautiful for you. And remember how God works. God is not linear. So we're not going to always say, in order to heal ancestral energy, do this. In order to heal ancestral energy, do this. That's not how God works. That's too linear. God is very broad and open. So even me answering this comment, even me talking about the Dev archetype, even me talking about astral projection and gateways, when you piece everything together, you'll see the full concept of healing ancestral trauma. Understand that moving forward. We're very different than all of these linear teachers. Linear teachers, they serve their purpose. But now we're moving into going all the way back home. You deal with your ego using this simple, easy technique. Hey, ego, come back tomorrow. I'll deal with you tomorrow. Your ego will be like, bet. Oh, you think you know what you just did? You just subscribed to time. I'm going to come get you tomorrow. And then when tomorrow comes, hey, ego, come back tomorrow. But what you must do in the in-between time is live a life of ego-less energy. What is ego-less energy is? That is no arguing, more love. On your TikTok and your social media, stop stopping at the videos where people are fighting. Stop stopping at the videos where people are beefing. Stop stopping at the videos that you know ain't servicing your soul and is always in alignment with the ego. Don't say I'm tired of my ego, yet still watch people do their ego things. Still participate in ego things like arguments. Still, not forgive yourself. All ego is a life of no forgiveness. But not this fake forgiveness that New Agers like to say. Oh, I forgive myself, and they just continue. It's like a no integration. I just forgive and keep on moving. Like, they smack somebody, like, pimp smack somebody. I forgive you. I forgive myself, and they keep moving. That's not how it works. You can't just say the word. Most people just say the word, and then, no. Forgiveness is going within, because there's nothing outside of you that exists. It all is within you. You go within. I forgive myself for experiencing and creating this reality, this life scenario. And I forgive all others for participating and accepting the role that I have hired them for. And so it is. Then you go within and you say, all right, what must I be in order to not have these scenarios repeat? When you do these things, you actually are using something called spiritual integrity. And you're coupling your action with that which is divinity, so you have divinely guided actions. That is how you get your ego out the way. You do this so much so until one day you wake up and your ego is not on autopilot. You know your ego is on autopilot when you wake up, your back hurts. You wake up, your body is aching. You wake up, I gotta do this. You wake up, you do all these complaints that happen when you first wake up, your ego's on autopilot. If you wake up and you feel like blissful and you feel cool, that means God is in the forefront now. You put the ego on the back burner, because usually when we come to earth for the first time, God is on the back burner. But when you utilize this method and all other methods, ego is in the back burner. And when you finally register ego in the back burner, then you say, in unison, by my name, I retire my ego. And so it is. Just like that. Do not switch it up. Most people have this idea that they hear a master say something, and because some things might make them uncomfortable, they try to switch it up, and then they complain that it's not working, and then they say, oh, you're wrong, master. No, you switched it up. Say it exactly how we said it, do the things exactly how we do it, and then after you move through that phase, then formulate your own form of technique. Because we can't live our lives through the lives of others. We can't live vicariously through other people, and we can't live your life for you. So we get you to a particular point. That's the point of being a guide. A good guide is saying, I'm going to get you to this point, and then you're not going to know how to fly. A good guide is when the birds are flying around the tree nest, showing the baby birds, the little, you know what I'm saying, little birds, tweet, 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 how to fly. Look, you do this, and when you do this, you open your wings, that's how you fly. They're showing the baby birds that, and then guess what the birds do? The mom and dad bird, they fly up in the sky around the tree, and they just wait. And you have some birds that don't make it, the little baby birds, you have some that do. That's guidance. True guidance. I can't live your life for you. If you chose to not pay attention, you chose to not pay attention. If you chose to pay attention, bravo, you're soaring. So that is how you deal with your ego. Also know, if you need to book a one-on-one session with me, if you have very particular, interesting things that you don't want to type, or is this too much, or just you have a whole scenario, click the link in my bio, book a session with me. I'll be able to assist you. If you have like a singular question, you will DM me and I will answer your singular question for free. But if it's a deep question, I will only be able to answer just so much before we have to go through techniques and stuff like that, because our sessions are through Zoom. So I will show you physically how to do certain things. If you want to do, ancestral healing, if you want to do memory regression, learn about your past lives, become a Reiki master, all of this, just book a session with me. We'll be able to assist you. If we provide any service for you, understand that you can also click the link in my bio, and you can click the donate button. You can donate. Be as generous as you possibly can, for all donations will be focused and funneled through this. So we can only do this and prioritize only this and not the other jobs of the world. Also know all of these lives will be posted on our YouTube channel. So click the link in our bio, click Nadiie Black's guidance. That'll take you to all of our lives. Make sure you watch our 7-day live eclipse from April 1st to April 7th. 16 hours worth of teachings. We actually perform miracles on camera and taught y'all how to do it. People are still DMing to this day saying that changed their life. So don't miss out on all of this information. There's so much free information. So understand, if you want to donate, click the link in the bio, donate. We're very, very grateful. Be as generous as possible. If you have any questions, singular questions that you just want to get off, that you may not necessarily need to pay a whole session for, just DM me the question and I'll be able to assist you. But if it's too deep, I will give you just enough information for you just like to chew off of, but we will have to book a session. Alrighty, now that we got that. Hi, I teach others how to heal childhood trauma through art. I love what you're doing here. Raquel. I might have butchered your name. Raquel? I think I said it right, but just correct me if I'm wrong. Thank you. We're so very grateful. I love that. Thank you. Power and peace to the host and chat. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to move my hand, but forgive him because he does not know the truth about Christ consciousness. Who? If you're speaking about anyone else, that makes sense. If you're speaking of me, I'm the son of source, as are you, for we are one. Let me tell you our story. And all of this is for healing ancestral trauma. Remember, God is not linear. Source, A.K.A. God, is not linear. I'm going to tell y'all a story about Christ consciousness. And y'all want to be like, Nadiie, why didn't you do it? Oh my God, this is a very, very beautiful story about Christ consciousness. So, when you live a life of service and you live a life of love, just living a life of service means absolutely nothing, for God is omnipresent and needs nothing. People that say God needs nothing, then say they need your service, is absolutely bonkers. You can't say God needs nothing and then in the same breath say God needs your service. God needs absolutely nothing from you. That's what we all must understand. You are not doing God no favors. We are only here to help us remember that we're already in God. There's a great cosmic joke, and the great cosmic joke is you think you're not in heaven, but you actually are in heaven. The moment you go back to heaven, the moment you go back to God, or what they say, or the moment you go back to God's domain, you will blink. You will blink, and everything will seem like just a dream. And you'll be like, what the heck? And be like, yeah, so how was Earth? You'll be like, what? I was just on Earth? It was just that fast? It's just that fast. So that's the cosmic joke. So when you live a life of love, and you live a life of service, you adjust your frequency to that which is love, to that which is service. What happens is, throughout the years of your life, if you deepen your information, because there's only so far you can go in the light before you start entering Christ's territory, or God's will, as we say. If you don't align with the term Christ, we say God's will. There's only so far you can go in the light before you start entering Christ, A.K.A. God's will, information and territory. That's why you have some light workers that's just okay being herbalists. That's why you have some light workers that's just okay being druids. You have some light workers that's just okay being priests. They're just okay doing this because they know if they go deeper and deeper and deeper, they're going to somehow turn into Jesus. And that's too much responsibility for some people, because truly people don't want that amount of responsibility. And that's okay. As long as you're okay with that. As long as you're on earth saying, I was sent here to be a cook and only a cook. And I'm going to try my best to bring the light and sing over this food. So when people eat this food, they experience light language. I'm going to find a way to introduce the light in my passion. Perfect. But for the ones that say I'm going all the way, this is what happens. Throughout your life, you'll experience major signs. And anybody that knows what's going on, what is ancestral trauma? We'll get to that. But to be brief with you, because you asked, Angel, ancestral trauma is essentially the repetitive cycles that your ancestors experienced. For example, if you had a tribe, a very neighboring parallel life where you was in a tribe and that tribe was a warring tribe, ancestral trauma is the current life being more akin to anger, the current life being more akin to expressing themselves in a bash and brash way, and not dealing with the balance of that because you came from a warring tribe. That's ancestral trauma, because that's obviously not healthy. So that's just a very small aspect. So people, also let me know if this happened in your life. When you live a particular life of light, right? Throughout certain months or certain years, we'll have giant unavoidable signs that just happen. Like almost like tests. Like, for example, I know one test that a lot of people experience is, there was that person that you had a connection with that you absolutely despise. You was in a relationship with them, you absolutely despised them. And the moment you start moving on the light, right, about a few months or a few years in, they randomly pop up in the same location and y'all meet each other again. People have a lot of people have experienced that, where old exes just come out and y'all meet again, like, whoa. But there's far more deeper ones than that. Unavoidable signs like birds circling in the sky, or any unavoidable spiritual sign. When you live this life, you'll have, we call those checkpoints. You have certain checkpoints, and in those checkpoints, there is essentially a message being delivered. This is all about Christ consciousness, because somebody was like, you don't know about Christ consciousness. I don't know if he was talking about me or another person. But even if he wasn't talking about me and he was talking about another person, everybody in this live, we're all one. So if one person understands Christ consciousness, all of us understand Christ consciousness. That's just an actual fact, because we're all one. And if you're attracted to this light, when you're attracted to the light of the Son of Source, you're obviously on some level a master in something in regards to Christ consciousness, A.K.A. God's will, or you would not have been interested in this light, the Son of Source. You're only interested in what you already are. You only see what you already are. So in these checkpoints, this message is being delivered. And the message is, are you sure you want to go on this path? So God sends you a message. You live a life, light worker, light worker, light worker, peace, 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 peace. 2 years in, checkpoint happens, unavoidable sign. It's like, oh my gosh, I just feel God today. Then you receive a download, a message. Are you sure you want to dive deeper into this information, into this wisdom, into this knowingness? If you say yes, continue on. And you walk through a reality, or it's deeper and everything around is deep. And it keeps doing that, right? When you integrate the light enough, I'm talking about, because people just say integrate the light, but they don't actually explain what that means. That means less arguing with people. It means silence is loud, silence speaks. It means understanding that forgiveness is the way. Anytime you slip, don't have forgiveness be a crutch. A lot of people have forgiveness be a crutch, and that's not how you live life. You don't live a life where you're constantly forgiving. You forgive until you no longer need to. Again, because that might have went over some people's heads. You do not live a life where you're constantly forgiving. You forgive enough to where you no longer need to. There's particular ways and techniques. Book a session with me and we'll explain that technique, because we will have to dedicate an entire life for it, which we just won't do. So book a session with me because it's a case-by-case basis. A particular technique as it pertains to forgiveness. You forgive until you no longer need to forgive. Until your very presence is forgiveness itself. You don't need to consciously say, I forgive you, oh beloved child. Like, for example, in the stories about Yeshua, A.K.A. Jesus, when people would hurt him, he didn't need to vocalize his forgiveness. His presence was forgiveness. So before you even thought of making the action of hurting me, I already forgave you. That's how he's able to smile in the face of pain. I forgave you already. So that's the new tier of forgiveness, and you can understand that power. You're going to have to book a session if you want to move in that particular way. But that is for particular people and particular pathways. That's a very, very deep pathway that not everybody wants to be on, so we're not going to just throw that information out. But when you anchor this information, when you are the light, you're forgiving until you no longer need to forgive. You're arguing less. You're understanding that silence is power. You're understanding that smiling is good. And you're just living a very blissful life. Not ignoring your emotions as well. When you're angry, you feel it, but you just get it out, you transmute it. When you live this way, what happens is this vessel's lineage. So we all have a spiritual lineage, a spiritual, family, right? Your immediate vessel's lineage, or your archetype, your entire archetype will come to you. And if this if you haven't experienced this in your life, if you have not experienced this, we prophesy that it will happen for every single one of you that choose to step in this live. Not the ones that just looking at it and not clicking on it. You click on it. Just click on the live, experience all of this energy. You will experience your entire lineage, entire spiritual family come to you at once through a dream or through an astral-like state, through an epiphany, through a presence. When you're outside, you'll just feel a lot of people watching you. One day when you feel a lot of energy just watching you, being around you, you just feel like not scared, but like warm, like grandma's old blanket, that thick blanket, like you can't move when she put it on. You'll feel that energy. When you feel that, you're being asked one last time, are you sure you want to dive deep into this? For most people, yes, we're going to talk about that. All of this is for ancestral energy, healing ancestral energy. This is all for it. Remember, God is not linear. So what linear is, to heal ancestral energy, do this. To heal ancestral, do this. That's how God works. It's very broad. This entire live. Remember, this would be posted in our YouTube page. So click the link in my bio, click Nadiie Black's guidance, and this will be posted as well as all of the other lives. Very powerful teachings there for free. In this entire sacred service, Secret of the Soul is for ancestral trauma. Usually, we do these for like 20, 30 minutes, but Source is saying, nah, go. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to go. What you must understand is this. Most people, when they have that experience where all of their spirit family is watching them and sending them energy, usually they stop because it's too much. They get scared. They stop and it's too much and they get scared. So they continue on with their life. And it's like, okay, perfect. You'll be at the point, if there was 10 tiers, that tier is the 10th tier. Most people get to the 9th tier, and you got to the 9th tier, so that's a lot. Peace unto you, with Kai. May you have a wonderful, blissful life today. This live will be posted on the YouTube page, so make sure y'all subscribe to that. But what happens if you say yes? What happens if you get that energy, you get that message again, and you say yes? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Life changes. I don't know if I'm prepared to work with my racist ancestors. A trick to that, right? If you know your immediate ancestors are that of terrible energy, what you do is you send them the light and then you move on. Because your ancestors isn't just your last lifetime or this lifetime's ancestors. That's what I'm telling all of you. You have multiple. What about the lifetimes before you incarnated on Earth? So that your family when you was in the Pleiades, none of that matters, right? What about your lifetime when you was back in God? That's your original incarnate. That's your original. God is your original ancestor. God is your original ancestor. You was there before you even had a body. So most people, they just want to talk about their native traditions and all of this, but it's like, you'll never heal your ancestral energy, your ancestral lineage, if you just stop at lineage 2, 3, and 4. The easiest way to do it is, this is one easy way to do it, right? Go within this vessel's lineage. Like, for example, I'm Sika, that means Blackfoot. I will go work with my ancestors, which I have. That's how I was able to become a medicine man, because I worked with them in the astral realms. I'm one of the youngest medicine men that was initiated in the astral realms. I worked with them. They initiated me. Perfect. They're done. Then, after you do your immediate one, you do where you came from. Source. You go to your source ancestral energy. And we'll get to that a little later. But when you understand, okay, I'm ready to experience my lineage. I'm ready to go all the way. Ain't no turning back. Because like Dick Gregory said, once you put on God's glasses, one of the rules is you cannot take them off. That's why God gives you so many checkpoints up until a particular moment, to where now this is what you are. At any other point, you could have left, but now this is where you are. So this is now your zero. This is your baseline. Before, your baseline was not spiritual. Now you're fully spiritual. So now anything that you get past this point, any evolution that you get past from here, from level 10, let's say you get to level 20 and level 20 was just too much. God, I'm cool. God is not going to put you back to level 0. God is going to put you back to level 10 and say, all right, try it again or stay here. Try it again or stay here. That's why God put so many checkpoints in our lives. But when you get to the point where you feel all, and you know what, we know what's crazy about it? All it is, right? It's actually very sane and not crazy at all. That level 10 is actually this right here. If y'all all see through the eyes of God, instantly light just came around. And everything just became a little lighter. Lighter not as in light and dark, but as in a little less heavy. Right now, y'all are all experiencing the level 10. Do you see how Source operates? You're all experiencing the level 10, saying, is this really where you want to go? For my son is in front of you, and we are able to experience this blissful life together if you so choose. But if you don't so choose, the you, because we're all one, so the you that you see, and this is how beautiful Source works. If y'all all in unison say, yes, I want to experience level 10, I want to go all the way home, then this me that you see, or this you that you see, you will see fully the Son of God. If you say, I don't want to, and I just want to stay at my level, you will just see an aspect of me that claims to be Nadiie. You won't see my full expression. You'll just see a version of me that suits you. Because remember, God always meets us where we are. All right, so we're going to do a test before we even dive deep, because we need to make sure everyone has consent. You know, we have a lot. You have some teachers that just throw out the deepest of information. It's like, damn, I don't even know if I was ready for that. So this is where we can see where everybody's at. So right now, type 33s in the chat if you are ready to experience all of God, all of Source, and going all the way back home. But before you do, understand that there is no going back. If you are ready to, if you're tired of the earth games, you're tired of bills, pains, war, illusion. If you want to go all the way back home, type 33s now. J.C. Wolf, the cosmic joke is we are already there. But what we must understand is the power of our own awareness. If we, in our consciousness, decides not to bring itself to a vessel where we are already aware of that fact that we're already in that which is bliss, then guess what? We're not going to experience it. So that's why we need everybody's consent before we start diving deep into this. And we need everybody's consent. And know that God works with you. If you didn't type 33s, that is fine. All that will happen is an aspect of Nadiie will just be an aspect of Nadiie. Is you're not going to see the Son of Source. You know how somebody say you're glowing again. I see your light. They said yes. They said 33s. So then instantly, it's like the story about when Moses came down from the mountain when he got the 10 Commandments, and they said the veil was off. And they said when they looked at Moses, he was glowing, literally a white light. And then he was like, "Oh, that's my bad." He put the veil back on. Well, when you say 33s, the veil is removed. The veil is removed, and you see the Son of Source. And it's not just a singular Son of Source. When you see the Son of God, for I am the Son of God, as are you, it's the as are you. What you see is what you are. When you see me for who I am, you see yourself. So those that type 33, let's go. I'm ready. I always want to go back home. Every night I say, God, I'm still on earth. All right, I still got something to do. Like, let's try to bring more people back to you. So I see people still type 33. Y'all ready? Y'all really are ready to experience this. Perfect. Okay. Okay. Source is telling me some things right now. And I was like, all right. You usually say that for the mystery school, but because we got everybody's consent, we're going to do it. All right, everybody. Everybody, grab your footing. Everybody, be ready. We're going to do a group activity together. All right? Get your footing together. Oh my goodness. I usually say these. Remember, I tell people I started, before I started teaching in technology, I was holding gatherings in physicality, and someone by the name of Jeff convinced me to take these lives through technology in our gatherings and stuff. Well, we used to perform a lot of miracles and stuff in the gatherings, and Jeff was like, you may not be able to translate the miracles and stuff to the people online, Nadiie, but at least give them the information. It took me about 3 months before I started doing that, and then I started posting on TikTok about, almost a year ago. Actually, yeah, a little over a year ago. And then I didn't start going live until April 1st because Source told me to start going live for the 7-day live, right? So we're going to do a very powerful group activity. And I'm actually really excited. I'm actually, getting this energy grounded and anchoring this is very, very beautiful. What we're going to do to explain it is align ourselves with our light body, align ourselves with our higher self. We're going to integrate the bodies. We're going to make a conscious decision together to go into the realm of Christ consciousness. You can stay there for as long as you want. But right now, what you must know is the moment you doubt, the moment you fear, God brings it back. And the moment you forgive, the moment you doubt or the moment you fear, simply just forgive yourself. This is how you say it. You say, by my name, I anchor forgiveness, for I understand that there is no amount of fear that can disturb that which is the Son of Source, that which is God's child. Say anything in that nature. Okay? Nothing can disturb who you are, for you are the child of God. Nothing can disturb who I am, for I am the child of God. Anytime any fear or anything, doubt or happens, I don't know if it's going to work, anchor that forgiveness. You must do this. This is important. It will not work if you don't do that. Also, this will not work if you believe or have faith in God. You must know in God. You must know. No. Knowingness. There has to be no doubt about it. Like, you know how we know what our skin complexion is? Or we know that we're a human? You know how we know we're a human? You have to have that level of knowingness. If someone said you're a dog and actually meant like you're like they really thought you were like a Siberian Husky, you're like, what are you talking about? You're crazy. I'm obviously a human. You have to have that level of knowingness as it pertains to this. All right? Everybody type 33s if you're ready. Type 33s if you're ready in the chat right now. Because we have to lay the foundation, the disclaimer for everybody. If you're ready, if you understand the disclaimer, if you understand everything, if you understand everything that's going on, you're ready for this, type 33s in the chat. Remember, click the link in the bio after this live. Click Nadiie Black's guidance. All of these lives will be posted on the YouTube page completely for free. If we have provided service for you, please click the link in the bio and click the donate button and donate for us, because we will literally put all the donations into this so we can constantly focus on this, because we don't want to work these earthly jobs anymore. We want to just focus on this and being with y'all all hours of the day. Me, I'm so much in the light. I could be on a 24-hour live, and throughout the whole thing, we just do miracles. Like I'm planning that for, and also when you click the link in my bio, you'll see House of Mystics and Wills. It's a mystery school. All right, we have created a mystery school. before you join the mystery school, DM me if you're really, really serious. Like y'all all say y'all serious right now, right? We got to continue that serious energy. So after this live, you DM me 33 and I'll give you our free 3-day course. Because if you aren't willing to dedicate at least 3 days to God, why are you trying to join the mystery school? Why are you trying to be a light worker? All right? Make sure you DM me 33 after this live. I'll give you our free 3-day course. Then after you complete the course, you'll be able to join the mystery school. The mystery school, there's a membership and there's a free version. All right? The free version, you can, even if you just join the free version, the fact that you're in the mystery school lets me know all of you that's in the mystery school, I'm willing to hold a very, very particular, very powerful live for them. Because because this is a public format. So, you have to have some level of, all right, we got to weed out who is just fickle. We got to weed out who's staying. The people that's in the live that's leaving and then staying and leaving and staying and leaving. And then, no, all the ones that's leaving and that don't see the value, we want to make sure none of them are there. We got to make everybody is here. So yes, click the link in the bio, click Nadiie Blast Guidance. All of the other lives that have been posted are there for free. Click the link in the bio, click donate if I provide a service. If you have any particular question or anything, DM me. And if you want to get our free 3-day course, DM me 33. Alrighty, I see the 33s in the chat. Let's do this. Because if I don't do the promo right now, if I do not do it right now, I am never going to do it. God reminds me, Nadiie, get it out the way. Because when you dive in, you're diving deep. I'm like, all right. On the count of 3, everybody. It will be easier if your eyes are closed, but if you have the wherewithal to keep your eyes open, perfect. But it's going to be easier. So everybody just close your eyes. And then we'll slowly train you on how to open your eyes and do this technique. I usually don't do this a lot. So this is very, very important. It's very beautiful that y'all are even here experiencing this. And God just called me. Because y'all see me get quiet. And I was like, oh, we're doing that? I'm like, oh, snaps. Okay. God, please make sure the technology don't fail like last time. Because we did something similar in the 7-day eclipse live, which is on YouTube for free. And the technology was messing up. He was like, oh, here's a lot. And to continue more of this type of energy, click the link in the bio and book a session with me. And we'll do more of these. What they call these, what we're going to experience is called cities. All right, everybody get that in your mind. What we're going to do is called a city. A city is a very ancient, very powerful spiritual gift that is not known worldwide. It's called a city. And when you have 3 or more people, all this is people like, dang, hella disclaimers. You have to be serious about the light. And there's a lot of disclaimers with the light. Because with these powerful techniques, if you do it wrong, something you don't want to do it. You just don't want to do it wrong. Okay? You just don't want to do it wrong. With 3 or more people, it's very, very powerful. And when you have as many people as we have right now willing to do it at the same time, we literally can shift Earth. And I'm excited. All right. Everybody close your eyes. Rest your eyes and your hands in any way you see fit. But know that we have the 33 Mudra. So for a quick second, if you're interested in utilizing the 33 Mudra that we created, this vessel and Yeshua, yes, Jesus and Nadiie created a Mudra together. You want to peek your eyes open to look at how to do the Mudra? One of the most powerful Mudras you can utilize on Earth. I can show you. Or you can utilize any Mudra that you want to. But this one is the one that we're going to be using. It's 33, right? 33, throw your 33s, which means Christ consciousness. But when you anchor the energy that you're about to throw 33s, when you align with the frequency of 33, that's God. 33s is Christ consciousness. You link them together, okay? 33s, you link them together. That's oneness. Your pinky and your thumb together is a representation of eternity. So it's God, Christ consciousness, oneness for eternity. Very powerful mudra. Weez 586, bro, just yapping. Yes, I'm Mr. Yaptastic, Yapped in America. I am all of that. I'm all of that. Now what? I just 8-miled you, buddy. Now what? And the fact that you're still here is why I'm happy that you're here. You're still here, though. See, if we serve not, you leave. But if you provide service, you stay. All right, everybody. Now y'all understand the mudra, 33s. You link it together. Pinky and thumb together represent infinity. On the count of 3, everybody take a deep breath. We're all performing a city. Here we are. We're going into it. Y'all said y'all ready. We're going into it now. I'm excited. All right, but I got to make sure we balance the energy, though. On the count of 3, you take a very, very deep breath. And make sure you inhale very, very slowly, all right? You know how we inhale and we be like, no, do not do that. very slowly, like, but even slower than that. But don't try to make it intervals. Try to make it a continuous motion. You breathe very deeply, very slowly, and you allow your stomach to protrude out. And when you get to the peak of your breath inhaling, you hold it. Hold it for as long as you see serve. And then you blow it out. But when we start continuing the lives and the lessons in the city, that's your call. Okay, about time, start blowing it out to continue with the rest of us. But hold it for as long as you need to hold it. And on your exhale, make your exhale as close to as long as when you were inhaling. So if you inhale for 14 seconds and you hold it for about 14 seconds, you exhale for about 14 seconds. Make all of them equal. A quick little balance is on your holding. If you hold your breath for 3 seconds and you make sure the exhale is about the same time as your inhale, that's still fine. So if you do, like, for example, inhale for 14 seconds, hold for 3 seconds, exhale for 14 seconds. Inhale for 14 seconds, hold for 3 seconds, exhale for 14 or 13 seconds. It's perfectly fine. You can do any iteration. You can make the hold as long as the inhale or the exhale, or you can make the hold 3 seconds. All of this is important. Do it exactly how we said do it. Do not try to switch it up. You do not want to do this wrong. Because you just don't want to. Don't say why, just don't do it wrong. Okay, we have our mudra. On the count of 3, we all inhale in unison. Okay? Now before we count, set your intentions now. And set your intentions as you inhale. It is all symbolic. It's the as above, the inhale. And you will bring that intention, whatever you are aligned with, to the below. As above, so below. And it will rest within your life. Everything is symbolic. Alrighty? 1, 2, 3. Inhale. Slowly. Continue inhaling until you are at the peak, and then hold your breath for as long as you see serve, or for 3 seconds if you don't have the mental capacity to hold your breath that long. Exhale when you feel like it, and make sure your exhale is as slow as your inhale. Now, make sure your eyes are continually closed. Don't peek your eyes through anything. Don't look at the technology. You have the mudra we gave you, or you can use whatever mudra you see serve. Focus on my voice. Close your eyes. Focus on my voice. Continue to inhale very slow, hold and exhale. Continue this until we move on. Notice every time you inhale, your eyes are still. And then the moment your awareness is on your eyes, they move. Notice the light that's within your eyelids are catching your eyes' attention. It serves for us to disconnect from our eye muscles. Just doing this disconnection from the eye muscles. Continue to breathe in very slowly, hold, and breathe out very slowly throughout all of this. Just focus on my breath and then focus on my voice. The reason it's important for this disconnection of the eye muscles is because when utilizing a spirit-based body, you want no form of utilization of the physical body. Most of us know how to relax our whole body except for our eyes. Therefore, we have no more spiritual experiences because we're still technically connected to our body. As you're inhaling or as you're exhaling, visualize yourself right now. Don't imagine. What are you doing? For example, I am Nadiie. I am sitting down in a chair. Visualize from your foot all the way up to your temple. Visualize how you're looking, what clothes you're wearing, what furniture is around you, your environment. You visualize it all. throughout your inhales, throughout your exhales as you're holding your breath. Remember, inhale for as long as you see serve, hold for as long as you see serve, exhale for as long as you see serve. You visualize your entire body. We are performing a city. For all that are just joining, close your eyes, use this mudra. You inhale for as slow as possible, as long as you see serve. You hold your breath for as long as you see serve at the top of your inhale, and then you exhale for as long as you see serve. Continually do this and visualize your entire body and your environment. What does your couch look like? What is your, or if you're in your home, if you're outside, what does that look like? What does your environment look like down to the detail? Make sure you also visualize your entire body. First person. I see someone doing it in third person. Do not do it in third person, y'all. I see someone doing it in third person. Do not visualize in third person. Visualize in first person, as if you were the cameraman. Visualize in first person. If it serves, slowly move your head left and right and see your environment. Slowly move your head left and right and see your environment. It serves to see without using the eyes. The fact that you're able to even visualize your environment means you are fully capable of using the mind's eye. The fact that you know this is not imagination, for this is exactly how your environment is, that means you are all masters in utilizing the mind's eye. So if someone says you aren't, that is a fallacy. Now, everybody, cover your entire body with white and gold light. Start from your foot all the way up. Start from your big toe and work your way up all the way up to your entire body. You cover your entire body with white and gold light. You see it. Do not imagine it. What does it actually look like? You see it. Cover your entire body with white and gold light, everybody. So now, if it serves, right, look down at your body. If you're sitting down or wherever you're sitting or you're laying down, look at your body and literally see it glowing in white or gold light. And if you can't see it, first recognize that the only one that can't are the eyes of two. My mind's eye clearly sees this. Say that. The only eyes that do not see my body glowing are the eyes of two. My mind's eye clearly sees this. When your entire body is glowing in this white and gold energy, make it pulse. Doo-doo, 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 doo-doo. The same rhythm as this. Pulsating white and gold light is throughout your entire body. We're performing a city, y'all. Now, everybody, make sure your breaths are still deep. Exhale, still deep. When you're finished with your breath, breathe in through your mouth very, very fast. Like this. Hold it, and you blow out very hard. And after you blow out very hard, allow your breath to just relax. Breathe normally and relax. Relax and ground this energy. Your body is pulsating. Continue this pulsating gold and white light within your entire body. Remember, you set your intentions throughout it. If you forgot to set your intentions throughout your breathing, you're inhaling or exhaling, that's completely fine. Set your intentions now. What is a good intention for us to set? The best intention you can set right now, as a recommendation, if you don't have one just on the cuff, is Source, guide me to a reality that matches this frequency. This is one of the best intentions you can set if you don't already have a good one for you. God, A.K.A. Source, guide me to a reality that matches this frequency. Now, everybody, we are diving deeper into this. Everybody, slowly open your eyes. Slowly open your eyes. Slowly open your eyes. Slowly open your eyes. Everything will be a little brighter. Everything will be a little brighter. Make your movements very, very slowly. You know how sometimes people say, oh, stretch the energy and ground yourself. This is not grounding. We're not done yet. You see how my hands are? My hands are open. Extend your hands like this. Your hands will feel warm and you move energy, right? Yes. When you open your eyes, things will be a little brighter. Move your hands like this and move energy. Really, and move it slow. Remember, your hands are still glowing. Remember, your body is still glowing and pulsating. Do not stop that visualization at all. You move this energy. Sometimes it will feel like your hands are like moving through water. Because it is. Okay, you move your hands around to feel the energy. Why are we doing this? We have to make sure that the physical body understands that it's not a physical body. And there are spiritual things that we can experience with the physical body. So move your hands very slowly. Your hands are still vibrating, pulsating with that golden white light, and you're moving energy. All we're doing this for is to bring awareness that we're able to touch energy. Science says you can't touch it. We do not move by science, we move by God. You can touch the energy. Now, if you don't feel the energy, remember, the only self that does not feel this is that which is of illusion. The only self that does not feel this is that which of illusion. That which is of illusion. I do not identify with illusion. I do not identify with illusion. I identify with God. I identify with God. I identify with Source. I identify with Source. Say these things if anything else other than what is so is so. Now, everybody, look at me. Bring the mudra up again. Will it in. And go back into that land that you was just in. You would recognize, and do this very, very slow. Do this very, very slow. When you close your eyes, you would recognize that your body will instantly just still be there. Your environment will still be there. And if you don't see it in an instant, the moment you think about it, it will just appear. We affirm this and affirm it for yourself. So slowly close your eyes. And boom, your environment is there again. Your body is still pulsating. Doo-doo-doo, doo-doo, doo-doo. That pulsating gold white light is all over your body. You see your entire environment still. Now, everybody, only bring your awareness to your body. This light, gold, white, bright energy that is pulsating. Your entire body. Allow the environment that you visualize to just fade away. Essentially, you're seeing only your body, and all around you is just blackness, darkness. You know, when you close your eyes, you just see black. Just an abyss, like you're staring up at space. Only see that. See your body in the void. What is the void? It's what we call the ethers. See your entire body, this gold, pulsating, white and gold body, surrounded by just this blackness. There's just nothing there. Nothing to be afraid of. No negative energy. It's just peaceful. There's nothing there. When there's nothing there, guess what happens? The cup is empty. That means you can fill it with whatever you see serve. So what we're going to fill it up with is a mountaintop. You see your body is glowing, it's gold, it's pulsating. Now, instead of seeing your immediate environment, remember, you forgot what it even looks like. Look around you and see a forest, and see you on a path in the middle, and there's forest on both sides. You're on a path. Look around you and see trees, tall trees, short trees, deep green leaves blowing and flowing, hitting one another, high-fiving, and it almost looks like that one tree is waving at you. You see, do not imagine, you see a forest around you, and you see your feet. Look down very slowly at your feet, that gold, white, pulsating, bright light, that feet, that foot, that big toe. You see it pulsating. You have no shoes on. Slowly, if you don't already, slowly make sure your actual feet are touching the ground. But notice, really notice, the foot that's touching the ground is not touching the environment that you was once in. Feel what it feels like to have rocks touch your foot. What does it look like? What does it feel like? Look down at your feet. See the pathway. See the trees on both sides. The forest. The deep forest. Feel rocks, small pebbles touching your feet. Scrunch your feet together if it so serves. Feel, see rocks. Feel it. Now slowly look up and in the distance see a mountain. A very, very large mountain. Remember, your breath, your breath, your breath. Keep your breaths deep. Keep your exhales very deep. Make sure you're holding your breath in between. Slowly rise your head, look at that mountain, and start taking your first step. Move not what you think your physical body is, for you're only in your light body. Remember, you're seeing all of this in the first person perspective. What does it feel like to rise your foot? Everybody, what does it feel like to rise your foot? Rise your foot, rise your leg, take the first step. Move your other leg, rise your foot, rise your leg, take the first step. With your light body, you need not what you think a physical body is. You will notice that even the mechanisms of your physical body moving is a result of your mind. Your mind takes the action and says, left leg move, right leg move. You can do this with your light body as well. Your mind commands your light body to move the legs forward towards the mountain. Continue to walk. Look around. Take your deep breaths and slowly approach the mountain. If it's too far, if you visualize the mountain too far, look down. Everybody, just look down very slowly at your glowing white gold feet. And when you look up very slowly, but set the intention to seeing the mountain in front of you. Set the intention. When you look up very slowly, but set the intention to seeing the mountain in front of you. Set the intention. Alrighty, everyone. You set this intention. You're at the base of the mountain. Now, everyone, start walking up the mountain. And as you start walking up this mountain, everyone, as you start walking up this mountain, start conversing with Source, A.K.A. God. Tell everything to Source. Lay everything out. Start talking to God. Start talking to God. Start talking to God. Lay it all out. Start talking to God. Start talking to God. Lay it all out. What are your concerns? Why are you doubting? Why is this? Why is this? I need this. I need that. I need this. I need that. Walk up the mountain. When you are done communicating with Source, and we're not rushing you, just make sure you're not diving deep into depression as you're talking to Source. But just be real with Source. Source is your friend. Just speak with it as you're speaking with your friend over the phone. You know, Source, I'm walking up this mountain doing this thing that this one master told me to do, and I feel the light. I feel it working. I clearly got to the mountain, so something is working. But, you know, I want some more money, you know, because Earth is stupid. You know, but I'm still here, so I mean, it ain't that stupid. But, you know, talk to Source as bluntly as possible. You know, Source, you know, this relationship I'm in is just so-so. So-so like the vegan ice cream. It's just so-so. You know, so-so deaf like, you know, all of them little bow wow. It's just talk to however you want to talk to Source. Okay? Now, once you are finished speaking with Source, make the intention that you are at the top of the mountain. Remember, if you're still walking up the mountain, you say, the mountain's too big, Nadiie. Look down at your glowing gold and white feet. And then on your way up, And when you rise your head up, know that you're at the top of the mountain. Now, everyone, as we are at the top of this mountain, the peak of the mountain, look around. What does it look like? How far? Look how far away things are. Look down at the mountain. Oh, it's very, very tall. Look around. Look at the sky. What color is the sky? How are the clouds moving? What shape are the clouds? You will soon realize that the entire landscape is filled with forests and trees and mountains and rocks. See it all. Now turn around and see a campsite, a campfire, a tent, a beanbag, whatever you bring in your campfire. And when you go out camping, whatever you bring, visualize that at the top of the mountain. Remember, this gold and white body is your physical body, is your light body, is your etheric body, is your astral body, because we have now merged all of them into one. And we shall even emphasize this further. Now you look around, you're in your tent, you see your campfire lighting up. What does it smell like with the smoke? Feel the warmth of the campfire. Feel wind touching you. You see and feel everything. Remember, still feel the rocks and things on your feet. Now, go in your camp or go in your beanbag, go in your tent, or wherever you want to lay down. Even if you just want to lay down on the edge of the mountain, lay down next to the campfire. Slowly see yourself, first person, no third person. You lay down. Lay down on this mountain peak next to the campfire. Alrighty? Your eyes are still open as you're, looking around at the campfire, looking around in the mountains. Get yourself comfortable. How do you usually lay down, move, and get comfortable? Feel the warmth of the rock or the beanbag or whatever cloth you have underneath your arms, on your back, on your neck. Feel your hair touching your neck. Keep your breath deep and calm. Now, slowly close your eyes. Close those eyes. So now you're no longer seeing the mountaintop, the campfire. You see, first person, you see your eyes closing. And as those eyes close, open these eyes. As those eyes close, open these eyes. What we just did, everyone, is align what y'all think your higher self is with this now. What we just did is align our higher selves with this now. Notice that things seem eerily quiet. Notice that things kind of seem much more louder. All of your senses will feel more raised. You feel like you can touch more. When you move your hand, notice that you feel like energy and wind, as if you were outside. Understand that you aligned your higher self with your physical body. Type 33s in the chat if you experienced what we all experience in unison. Type 33s in the chat if you experience what we all experience in unison. Remember, for anyone that's just joining or anyone that left, click the link in the bio, click Nadiie Black's guidance. This will be posted there. Type 33s in the chat if you experience what we all experienced. What we just did is the second ever vision quest through technology. The second ever vision quest. What is a vision quest? In the native tribes, remember, I am Siksiko, Okisinatapi, Anuxisakoi Sokwa. My belly is tingling. I see, yes, DWA. Energy will be flowing throughout your body. For all the people that see not, see that many people are experiencing it. So this is true. Her belly was vibrating, or his belly was vibrating and tingling the entire time. People feeling energy. This is all very real. All we just need is someone to remind you of its reality. Because remember, all of you did that. Nadiie didn't do that for you. Nadiie just guided you to remember this is what you do. All we did was give you a foundation, and y'all did the rest. Understand that y'all have the power. What we just did was the second ever vision quest through technology. The first one that we did, not sure, saw light people floating around me. Exactly. You did exactly right. The first vision quest that we did through technology was in the 7-day live eclipse. I think it might have been day 3 or day 4. No, it was towards the end, maybe day 6 or 7. Day 3 and 4, he was performing miracles in Reiki. This one, what is a vision quest? In the native traditions, remember, Yeshua, A.K.A. Jesus, traveled the world. That's why he's known worldwide. You can't be known worldwide in a time that has no technology without traveling the world. The UK has shrines of Mary Magdalene and Yeshua because he visited there. The Dalai Lama even admitted in one of his speeches to type in Dalai Lama saying Jesus, or type in Dalai Lama mentioning Jesus on your Googles, and you will see. Please tell me you're posting this. Yes, I'm posting this one. You will see that Dalai Lama mentioned Jesus, meaning Jesus went to the Eastern religions. He went to Tibet. He went to Egypt because that's literally where it picks off up in the Bible. He went all these places, but he also went to the native tribes, and he taught us something called the Vision Quest. The Vision Quest is you're going. I just feel grounded in peace. Exactly, you did it right. The Vision Quest is you venturing through nature, and you find the highest mountaintop. You set your intention with Source as you go up the mountaintop, and when you sleep in the highest mountaintop, you experience a vision from God. Well, do you understand what's so symbolic about doing it the way we just did it? The higher self sleep, because the vision quest is the vision. So it's the sleeping. You receive the vision when you're in your sleep state. Well, we merged our higher self, the true aspect of us, with this. So what does that mean, y'all? Remember they say life is like a dream? We are the vision quest. Type 33s of what we said just made sense. A vision quest is you going in your sleep state, and the vision that you receive is that which is of God. Well, when we merge our higher self with this physical body and we open these eyes, our life, our immediate life is the dream now. So this immediate life is the vision quest. This waking state is the vision quest that is directly sent from Source. What we just did is backdoor and found a shortcut into this light to now our literal, what we think our waking state is we're living a constant vision quest. So today, moving forward, until you so choose for this to not happen, remember, we all said, we all got the consent. There's no turning back to zero anymore. You're not going to go back to zero. You're not going to be spiritual no more. No, this is our baseline frequency now. This is our baseline frequency. If you so choose to get higher than this, if whatever you go to is too much, when you go back, you say, and you remember what the miracle is. The miracle brings you back to zero and says what? Choose again. Because the miracle is an undoer. When you ask for the miracle will bring you back to this state. Yes, it's very, very beautiful. This is how you heal the ancestral energy. This is how you heal it. This is how you heal it. Because now through the vision quest, because we are getting direct conversation and we have direct access to Source in our waking state, every single word you use is important, everybody. So now you can send energy to all ancestors. Say statements like, I forgive so I no longer have to forgive. I forgive till I no longer have to forgive. I send love, peace, and light to all ancestors. I say these global type statements. Broad type statements. Your words are very, very powerful. This is how you heal ancestral trauma. The best way to do it is by having all of us together do it. Remember, we are all spirit family. So all these people that said y'all serious, that all the people that said you're here, click the link in my bio. join the mystery school. You'll see the mystery school, click the mystery school, join the mystery school. If you don't want to do the membership just now, you want to do the membership a little later, join for free. Just get in the mystery school. DM me 33 and I'll give you our free 3-day course, because if you aren't willing to integrate at least 3 days with God, why are you trying to join the mystery school? If we have provided service for you, click the link in my bio and please send donations. Be as generous as possible. All donations will be dumped straight into these services, these teachings, so we can bring more of this information for you. If you have any questions about today's experience or any questions about anything that we've ever talked about, remember, click the link in our bio, click Nadiie Black's guidance. You can see all of our lives and all of our classes. If you have any questions about anything, book a session with me. Because the questions that you will have pertaining to today is going to be too much for just technology. So you have to book a session with me so we can have a one-on-one Zoom call so I can show you some things in physicality. I have a few more sessions still open. People have been booking. I have a few more, but just book them while they're still here. And you really only need one session. You can do more sessions. I'm not, no more power to you, but try your best to really integrate, because what we bring in our sessions, our goal is to really have everyone just do one session. That's what our goal, because you only need one. Our goal is in that one session we tackle everything. But you can get more sessions if you want to. No more power to you. But make sure you do that. Also, click the link in our bio. You'll see Apple Music, Spotify, and YouTube. We have an album called Why We Fear. Fear stands for Fear. Find Everyone and Rise. One of the most powerful albums you will listen to. It's very, very good music. You click that. If you don't have Apple Music or Spotify, click the YouTube one. That's free. You will listen to it. Listen to it in its entirety. Just as we teach in these long formats, we understand that music is a nice way to teach. So we have a very, very, very beautiful music. Click the link in the bio and you'll see Apple Music, Spotify, and YouTube at the bottom, the last 3 links. My album is titled Why We Fear. My name is Nadiie Black, Nadiie Black. Y'all know how to spell black. Why We Fear is one of the most powerful albums. You listen to that, you share that. All right? Everyone, y'all know what to do. Integrate this frequency. Argue less. We're so very grateful. Donate if you need to. Click the link in the bio. Donate. Click, book a session. Type 33s in the DM so I can see our free 3-day course. Let's start coming together. This is how we do it, one person at a time. Y'all all say y'all were serious. So if you're serious, it's not just when the live is done, I just start living my life however. No. You continue it. This is a lifelong journey. Lifelong. It's not just, I'm going to say 33s in the chat for the live because everybody else is saying 33s. It's no, I really want to make a difference in the world. I really want to bring God back to the planet. You DM me 33. I send you the free 3-day course. You book a session if you need to. You donate if I have provided service. You click the link in the bio, book a session. You click the link in the bio, donate. I don't know how to book a session. I tried. Alrighty, we'll walk through it. So you click the link in the bio, you click book a session, you'll see a calendar pop up. If you don't see any free, dates in the calendar, move to the next month, May. You'll see blue dates open. You click on one of the dates, it will have 8:30, 8 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 10:30. You click one of those. You will see in the very beginning you want a 30-minute session or an hour-long session. When you click that, you will see the dates. You'll click the time. When you click the time, towards the bottom, you will see that it says, type OK when you've emailed 33thewaysessions33@gmail.com. You have to email me while you're getting the session. When you've emailed me, you go back to that and you just type OK. That means you've emailed me. You have to email me so I know what the session is about, because I get straight to it with my sessions. Yes, we want to do our quick introduction, but the introduction should be literally 60 seconds. We want to maximize as much time. So that's why I have the email and the sessions, the book the session. You email me why you want to be as detailed as you possibly can. I'll meditate it. So in the first 60 seconds, when we do our Zoom live, We'll introduce one another and we'll get straight into it. I'll have notes upon notes about everything and how you can apply these type of things in your life. We'll perform miracles together, one-on-one. We'll do memory regression if we have to. We'll talk to relatives that transcended if you need to. We'll do anything. Well, I can do anything. If you say I want some tarot cards, I can do anything. The reason why it's not broken up like tarot cards reading and this reading and this reading is because it's just we can do anything. So just ask what you want. I want an astrology reading. I want this reading. I want this. I want to talk to my relative. I want to know how to perform Reiki. I want to know more. Remember in the live, The Secrets of the Soul, how to heal the ancestral trauma? You said this. Let's expound upon this. I can do everything. You can do everything. Just make sure you email me the description so when we're getting into the session, I will know exactly what to do so we're not wasting 10 minutes of trying to figure out what you want. So that's how you book a session. You click book, you click the link in my bio. You know where it says book a session? You go on my page, you'll see book a session. You'll see an arrow pointing down at a link. You click that link. The very first link is book a session with me. You click that, it will say 1 hour and 30 minutes. You click which one you want, the calendar will pop up. If you don't see any good days today, it's because next month we have days. You click next month, you see May, the whole calendar will free up. You click a particular date that works for you. You click a time that we have available. Once you click the time that we have available, can you name the recording that you want us to hear? You go on your social media or your streaming services. Why We Fear is the album. Why We Fear, Nadiie Black. So type in Nadiie Black. That's my name, Nadiie Black. Why We Fear. To make it easier for you, just click the link in my bio. You'll see YouTube. The very last link, YouTube. Just click that. It will take you straight to the album on YouTube. You can listen to it for free. If you're going to listen to it on Apple Music or Spotify, those links are there as well. But after you clicked on the calendar, you click your time to book a session with me. A list of everything will pop up. You know, your credit card, everything, so you can pay. All of that will pop up. And at the bottom, it will say, email me at 33theway-sessions33@gmail.com. Why you want the session. Don't limit anything. Don't say, oh, I don't know if you know how to do this. Just ask. Because I can't guarantee you I can do it. Once you say the session, you email me. You go back into the book a session thing. You type OK. You send it through. It'll pop up on my end. And then the day of the session, because a few people have booked a session with me, but I don't know if they kind of missed the memo or whatnot. The day of the session, you'll receive an email with the link, the Zoom link. The day of the session, right? You click the Zoom link. It'll take you to the Zoom room. And I'll be there as well. And then we begin the session. Donate if you need anything. Click the link in the bio. Click donate. Listen to Why We Fear. Click the link in the bio. Listen to, click the Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube. You'll be able to see. That will take you to Why We Fear album. If you click the link in the bio and click Nadiie Black's music page, you can listen to our new song, Puppets. It's literally ending the holy war. It's that powerful. Click the link in the bio. Click Nadiie Black's music page, and you'll see the first song is Puppets. Now, it uses the TikTok web. So if you want to click the link in the bio, you'll see the TikTok web. It'll take you to the YouTube or wherever website, and you'll be able to translate that into your apps. You'll see what my channel is called. You can go to the YouTube app and type the channel name. What else? Remember, all this live and all the other lives that you've missed, hundreds and hundreds of hours of free content. Very, very powerful information. Click the link in the bio. Click Nadiie Black's Guidance. That's our YouTube page. Subscribe to the YouTube page so you can see all of these. We'll be posting those. We will post those later today. Alrighty, everybody. Thank you for explaining. Thank you for taking me there. We're very grateful. Session has now concluded. Alrighty, so y'all, how'd y'all feel about today's service? How did you feel about today's service? Let me know in the comments before we head out. Let me know if everything makes sense. Remember, DME 33 will send you the free 3-day course. All of that good stuff. You just had that whole promotion thing, because remember, if I don't do it, I'm just going to forget. So let me know in the comments, how did you feel about today's session? Did it provide service for you? Did today's session provide service for you? Let me know in the comments. Did today's sessions provide service for you? Now, typically, everybody, the Secrets of the Soul services are never this long. But Source said, these people are ready. As quite literally what y'all say, our type 30, they said the people were ready. So I was like, all right, they're ready. I only use 20, 30 minutes. God was like, no, go all the way. And I'm like, all right, bet. Typically, they're like 20, 30 minutes. But the next one most likely will be like 20, 30 minutes. But these Secrets of the Soul, They're just sporadic. There's not a time frame with it. We do go live every Friday and every Sunday. That's our dedicated mastery course for the beyond. So let me know how today's service was, everybody. Let me know if everything made sense. If you have any questions about the links and where to go and to donate and to book a session and to where you find the lives at. I love sporadic. Yeah, it's fun. Where to find the music at. If you have any questions about anything, type it now. If not, we're very, very grateful to be of service, y'all. I really, really love y'all. Our goal, our intention, I feel relieved and relaxed and learned something that will be with me forever. Thank you. I'm having trouble on step one. Step one, in regards to what Wolfkai DM me. I'll assist you. I'll assist you. But yeah, my intention is to just dedicate my entire life to this. I don't want to work no physical jobs. No one wants to work no physical jobs. So that's why we all got to come together. And the more donations we get, the more people come around and spread the information. It's not even just about donations. When you hear this light, the more you share it to your elders, your brothers, your sisters, your mother, the more you talk to this light about other people, it changes the collective consciousness of everything. So then this will grow and grow and grow and grow and grow. We want this to grow and grow, and we know it shall grow and grow and grow and grow and grow. That's why it's really, really important. And it's not even just Nadiie. It's important for you to fund the Masters of Peace. Fund Yaki Awaken. Go get herbs from Yaki Awaken. Support, Yaki Awaken, Michael Murdad, Ryan Cropper, and Nadiie Black. Support people like Billy Carson. Support all the people that actually are doing the work. Because the way the earth works, there has to be this level of support. And if you really support people, this is how you know you really are supporting someone. When you're assisting them financially, when you're assisting them with mental energy, you're assisting them with loving energy, and you're assisting them with physical and spiritual energy. When you get all of these, the mental energy, financial energy, spiritual energy, physical energy, spiritual energy. We already said that. When you align yourself with this in terms of supporting any particular people, that's environmental restoration. When you support Nadiie financially, when you support Nadiie through your mentality, when things make sense, when you say that makes sense, that's you're supporting me mentally. When you're supporting me spiritually by understanding that, like what we just did, we're doing these spiritual collaborations together. When you support me spiritually, okay, cool, you got that part. Physically, here, you're alert here, physically. When you combine all of these together, that is true support, and that's what takes this further. The people that say they want to change the world, you have to really put your best foot forward and say, listen, I'm going to support whatever I support in totality if I know it actually serves. That's why it's really, really important for everybody to come together. And this is because just the dark has an agenda, so the light must have a plan. If the dark has an agenda, the light must have a plan. So this is the plan. Y'all all got the memo. Y'all all know when you click the link in the bio, y'all know what to click. Make sure if you want that free 3-day course, DM me 33s. I'll email you that 3 free day course, because if you aren't willing to integrate at least 3 days with God, why are you trying to join the mystery school? After that, you can join the mystery school. The people that's in the mystery school, we got something very, very powerful planned for you, but we're waiting for a few more people to come on in. And we're going to take this and go with it. So thank you, everybody. We love you.